for the Clippers. This duo of George and Leonard has certainly translated to wins early in this season.
Well, look, they're giving you 48 points a game. Both guys qualify as major candidates for All-NBA because they can shoot the three ball, the mid-range jumper, and then play with their back to the basket.
Covington pops it away. Towns gonna take it himself. The Mammoth Hammer at the finish for Karl Anthony Towns. Said it was the best one of those kind of ceremonies he's ever seen. Here is Leonard with a whole lot of time and space, and he connects from three. Suffered a concussion on Wednesday, and he is out tonight. So short in the guard department this evening. Well, they certainly have Leonard and George, and what a start for both of them. Leonard now with 11 in the quarter. So far this year, the Clippers 8-2 when both George and Leonard are in the lineup together. George connects on a three. What a show in this first quarter. George and Leonard both in double figures. And that's the way George and Leonard are as well.
Well, you look at them defensively now. You know, they score 115, give up 107.
Yeah, no other player has scored yet in this first quarter. Harold trying to change that. Cannot. Still battling inside and finally gets it to four.
And they pin you.
Normally we see the chemistry between Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell off the bench. No Lou Williams tonight for the Clippers, dealing with a sore calf. But Doc Rivers said Harrell has really developed this season without Lou Will, and that time sets the screen for Leonard.
Playing terrific at home, great on the road, doing an excellent job because of the two players.
Nice cut from Wiggins, left alone, and Napier found him. Wiggins, step back three is good. Confident stroke from Wiggins. Clippers led by as many as 12, but a nice run at the end of the first by Minnesota. Wiggins with 12, Towns with 11 as Harrell pushes it down in trap. Timberwolves 7-6 on the road this season. They are just 3-8 at home as George hits from three.
Now 3 for 6. Remember we told you now, he takes 8 to 9 every night.
Jang with an answer on the other end.
Okay.
And Jang, really no resistance at the end of that. 2 fouls on Gorgie Jang. George again, no resistance, right to the rim. When I FaceTimed him after the game, he was just so shocked he couldn't even say the words 100. He was just smiling, no words were coming out. As George now has 21 points in this first. Maybe he'll go for 100. Join Wilton, J.J. Culver. Covington, catch, fire, and hit.
Well, we know this guy can be streaky.
5.3 assists thus far this season. Teague burns to the rim, can't bank it home. Towns tips it in. That tip won't go from Harrell, and here comes Okogie.
Get it out now, you have to break.
And that is going to be a block. Count it, plus the foul.
Right. 8 threes for a 7-footer a game and shoots it at 41%. And then he's right at 80 on the line.
And
there
right on cue, there he is from deep.
Pay attention to him. I mean, come on now.
All the way in, Leonard lays it home. Picking up the rookie Culver, using the Zubac screen. Leonard, methodical, faking, taking, hitting, plus the foul. Nice response here from the Clippers after that 12-0 Minnesota run. George back in. George right to his spot. Boom.
There it is. Where is the guy playing the post? Why he's back in the paint?
9-0 run for the Clippers. Covington catch fire and a connection.
Oh no, he can hit him.
Leonard has 25 and a half. Looking for more and finding it. Why Leonard and Paul George just searing through this Minnesota defense. Wiggins.
Yeah, he got away with the bump. Went strong, but I was surprised that at that angle you got to play the board. You have to play the board.
George, catch, fire, and hit from three. Minnesota trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. Only New Orleans with a longer active losing streak. They've lost 11 as George, again, exactly what you dive.
Will you please get up and play the screener? so that they cannot turn the corner and get that 10 to 12-foot jump shot.
George up, under, and in. Timeout, Minnesota. Kogi able to collect it. Shot clock fading, and he just tossed it right to George.
Well, these two guys, George and Leonard, are always going to be in the top 10 in steals.
Hey, how about that? Some points for another starter. Harkless. Here's George. George behind the back. Nice dish.
Nice.
Zubac's able to find some space.
You never have to worry when you're cutting. He's going to get you the ball.
17-point Clipper lead as Wiggins lays it in, plus the foul. Defensive rating in the NBA during the month of December. George, free release right to the rim, 33 for Paul George. Shot clock down to 5. Wiggins with it down to 3. Gets stripped, gets it back, and puts it in. Nice poise from Wiggins after initially losing the rock.
Unfortunately, they didn't pick up the 3 ball.
Leonard fading away, no. Zubac lost it right to Harkless, who puts it down. The third.
And another quarter, and they have 86 already.
I have a feeling if you're the coach on the other end, you're not loving that.
No, you're not loving that at all.
Clippers 13-1 at home this season, 6-6 on the road. They have a 25-point lead here in Minnesota, now 23 after Teague flips that in.
He's come in and has done a nice job. He's given him 8 points, and he has a couple of 4 assists or 3 assists.
Here's George, his 3. You bet. Paul George with 39 points, his 6th triple of the night. Teague pedals through traffic, leads it for Towns, and on the follow puts it in. Across the front, representing Minneapolis and St. Paul, and also one of the better airports in the country. Teague lost the handle, 4 to shoot.
He checked the clock. Nice.
Lays it in.
He checked the clock and he realized he had George, so he used the quickness. And that's why I say, when it gets to be playoff time, they have a major bonus with George shooting over 90%.
Brian Saunders in Minnesota as Towns buries the 3. George gives it up. Walton Jr. connects.
Nice.
That floater won't go.
Come on, they're giving you chances here. Pretty.
Wiggins high off the window.
That was
and
beautiful.
The Clippers will take a timeout. Leonard with a lot of space. Gets it back. Thought about the 3, now takes and hits. Kawhi Leonard, a 40-point game. George off on a 3. Back tap. Ends up with a Kogi.
Got to score.
Kogi lays it in.
Nice.
It's a 10-point game.
They cannot make an open shot, and your key guys are getting a shot.
Towns, a 3, and scored! Plus the foul!
And fouled. Oh, brother. How about that?
What looked like it was going to be a laugher is now a nail-biter. This crowd on its feet as George misfires, but the tip-in goes.
Now there is a lucky second shot. They got a good look. I like the fact that he gave the ball up because he realized he didn't have a shot.
Harrell pounds it down on the delivery from George, and now Minnesota will take a timeout.
Made the pass. The old story at the playground, pass and cut.
George lays it home.
Oh, big basket.
44 for Paul George, and a timeout taken by Minnesota. Rebound Minnesota, they need a bucket here.
Yeah, George is upset with himself, that he didn't follow through on the shot.
Wiggins connects.
Oh, yes.
On a big 3, it's back to 5.
1 for 6 before that shot.
He now has 32 points. Harrell says, all right, I'll do it myself. Why not?
Terrific.
Wiggins finds a Kogi. Back to Wiggins, moving baseline, lays it home.
Great play.
It is a 4-point game with George, and then did it with Kevin Durant. Those are the only 2 players in NBA history to do it with 2 different teammates. And George, 46 points now, Leonard 42. The Clippers outslug the Timberwolves 124 to 117.